got ourselves team 1 together with Lamb. I think first one to go again. Oh no, maybe. Yeah, he's out here and about. Sham joined this team as well. I still gotta go back and get this full form. Could you just buy this thing on the auction house? Probably, right? Young on this team. We got ourselves Ari here waiting his turn, and we got ourselves Cobra on that team as well. Love the horse, by the way. It looks still so good. Keishi is gonna be first out for the team 2 as an Assassination Rogue. It's not a Demon Hunter switcheroo this time around or anything like that. This is gonna be scarily closely walking next to the Hunter, almost catching each other. I thought they were gonna catch each other. Navy Bear on this team, ready to go. Love the look, man. Looks so good. The holy side on the team. We got ourselves Phantom as well in the back, as well as Warlock. God, Oric. It's literally the same mog, but it's like it looks so good. It looks so good either way. Is it just me? Am I the only one who's just like a huge fan of the Oric heritage set, or is everybody else of the same mind? It just looks so good. Gotta be a Lamb. Back it up out of it immediately. This is going to be dropping down a trap, grenades down into Keishi. As long as he's able to avoid Keishi, keep him at a distance, and avoid the full-on death mark combo, he might be okay. Trinket out a Lamb really early for Keishi. This could be an opportunity. Full stun into Lamb, full set of dots before he can cleanse it. I don't even know if he's running mending bandages, because he may not be. Gonna be full damage on Takeshi. Death struck him everything. Might be taking a lot of huge hits. Slow to follow stun around the corner. Lamb still taking huge hits though. That's just old dots melting him down. Garrote. Dots are in. Lamb looking for a bit of that expel. Oh, Lamb using Manic Bandage right now gives Keishi an opportunity. He could just go in. Full burn. Full King's Bane, death mark everything. You can't stop it. He's got himself full go. Disarm for a second to stop Lamb's opportunity to do anything here. In case she does take it. Man, that's a rough one. He played super safe, and that paid off big time. Shot him out for a second. Arhi trying to keep the pressure on Takeshi. Garrote still go through, even if you have a shroud. Garrote is not a CC in the same way as a full-on stun would be. Smoke bomb for a second, giving himself some cover. Blind on the evoker. That deep breath is gonna go right through. Cloak of Shadow Assassin used it a little early. Arhi could potentially reposition himself. Does not end up using it. Just trying to keep the pressure on the Rogue with a big disintegrate. Oh, I think it's over for the Rogue. Into a quick shatter. He still got Shroud. Trinket, Eternity. The Rogue with a cheat death. Gouge for a second. Blind maybe. Oh, the Evoker just claws him down from one Rogue to the next. The Evoker is not in a great... Oh, I was going to say not in a great spot, but maybe he's given an opportunity here. Arki trying to slow him down as best as possible. He's got Sleepwalk, cannot get interrupted. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows. Arki, unless you got immunity, I think it's over. Unless he's got a big heals, it's over. That's just too much, man. That's too much. Oh, that is rough. Sham is going to be up next over for the team 1. I don't think in that matchup you can win. I don't think Evoker can fight a Rogue 1v1 like that, right? Unless maybe the Rogue puts himself in a bad spot, does not have vanishes, maybe a cloak or no cloak, then Evoker can do it. But like in a pure 1v1 full cooldowns available, it is a tough matchup, and the Rogue can just immune a lot of the Evoker damage, and Evokers just don't have enough healing to fight through the Rogue's burst, man. It's just a lot. Sham trying to see if he can lock the Rogue down, dropping down totems, nothing goes through though. Got himself big bloodlust, looking for a bit of damage. Or he's like, I think I'm done with it, dude. These Rogue versus Evoker things, that ain't gonna work out, man. But that's just Timo, but Arhi popping in. Appreciate you, my man. I'm trying to translate whatever I can, dude. Whatever I can. Slow on to Sham. This is gonna be Phantom trying to see if he can back up out of the quick ship, backing up out. But he doesn't really get to escape him all that easily. Quick cheap shot knocked back by the Shaman. As a secret technique goes through Sham, super low. Oh, I think it's over. Oh my god. The Rogue got himself a good lockdown there. Good setup. It's a lot of bursts, it's a lot of CC, and there's just at some point when you pop the trinket, there's nothing you could do. If only as a Shaman you could use wall while stun, man. Wouldn't that be nice? Like a talent that you can invest into maybe, right? Hey, let me talent into a wall that you can use while stun. I think people would take that on a heartbeat. Didn't Shamans used to have that back in the day though? Like WoW Cataclysm, Cataclassic. Don't they actually have that as a cooldown? It's like, it's not Astral Shift. It's like, well, I don't even know what the name is. It's been so long. But it used to be like a wall effect that you could use, I think, while stunned, and would also dispel them from magic effects or remove at least one magic effect so they could break themselves out of a hodge. Am I wrong about that? breath really quickly for Young. End up picking up the eyes, is able to see the rogue. So Vanish is not going to help you out. The only way you use Vanish is to just get yourself cooldown recovery. Full stun onto Young. Shamanistic Rage, that's the one. Was that usable while stunned? Thank you so much, your range. Yeah. Was that usable while stunned, or did I make it up somewhere? TMP, trying to see if you can just go for a setup. He was just throwing shuriken at Young. Were you actually just sitting there throwing shuriken at the guy? What is that? Was this a usable stun? Okay, good. I was pretty sure that they did have an ability that was usable while stunned. I think I even railed Blizzard about it back in like MOP. Because I think I was like, wait, why are they giving them wall? Like, it's so much worse than whatever they had, but I forgot what the ability was. Can be usable in the stun. That's awesome. Man, that would have been so good. Imagine talent called Shamanistic Rage. Astral Shift cannot be used while stunned. How good would that be? I think Shamans would take that in an instant. That is so good. As Young trying to see if he can get himself out of this situation fighting against the rogue. He had a good go. But Phantom, I mean, he's just got himself those resets back-to-back. Blind still available. Shadow Meld also available. It's going to be tough, man. I think you got to make sure to keep the rogue at arm's reach, but not let him go behind the pillar. Kind of keeping him out in the open. Whatever missiles you can send, right? Just whatever damage you could do through the rogue. You can spell magic effects too at one time. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was pretty sure that was a thing way back in the day. And I'm pretty sure that's how shamans used to like break themselves out of a paladin stun in the PvP. Maybe I was wrong about that, but was that in MOP that they still had it? I know Cataclysm they had it, and at some point they started to give him like shift and power as a talent. Phantom taking lots of damage. The Young looks like he found himself a breather here, and it's gonna be a quick blind. But Phantom still taking huge hits. Actually, the magic is still gonna hurt quite a lot. This is gonna be the mage repositional. Big orb to follow, stun, locking him down. Not enough. The Phantom needs someone right now. Needs an interrupt. Cheat death. He gotta get himself out of the situation. It's Nova. It's over. Oh man, that is so rough. The rogue had him so good for a good bit, but Young found himself exactly what I said. He needs to find a way to keep the rogue at arm's reach, not super far away so the rogue can catch behind the reset, but like he keeps him at arm's reach, not letting him go super far while still hammering at him. That's exactly what he needed. Navy Bear charging in, stun, Blade Storm. Everything available off of that avatar. Trying to get the bleeds rolling onto Young really early. Knocked back, and the Blade Storm cannot stop it from the knocks. It can immune most CC, but knocks and not disorients. What is it? Dislocation abilities? No, displacement abilities is what I meant to say. Dislocation is like, what is it? A shoulder we're talking about here? Displacement abilities doesn't prevent those. So like Shaman Grip. This one of the ones that are fun to play, and honestly, it's my favorite time of the week. Is these 5v5 1v1 Duels. Imagine how good these are gonna be in War Within after the new set of hero class changes and spec and talent changes. It's gonna be so good, man. I'm excited. Plus, with them investing more time into solo BGs, hopefully they'll still give us a couple of new arenas too. Because I love Black Rock Hole, but I'm ready for new arenas, man. I'm ready for new ones. I feel like No Code was pretty decent, but I need more. I need more variety of arenas. But maybe we could find a way to use some of those like BGs to like do our duels in. That could be kind of fun too. As long as everybody plays fair. Because you can't really... As long as everybody doesn't res after they die. Maybe that could work actually. As Navy Bear trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling onto Young. Big missiles to follow. Trying to see if he can blast right through him. And Young looking to get himself that range pressure onto the warrior just like he did with the rogue. I don't think he could really do it in the same way. The way that Navy Bear plays in particular too. The lockdowns from him are not as common as that of a rogue, but that survivability and that longevity of the warrior, if he plays correctly, that can be really tough to deal with. Plus mobility can be huge, but I think he might have actually locked him down. Full route to follow missiles right after, got himself big parry. Oh, and the barrage piercing right through the heart. With Warlock getting a chance here, camo immediately as Young trying to see if he can build himself up a little bit of that clear casting breath, but he gets silenced. Gonna be immediate trick out of Warlock really early though, maximizing the damage. All the time up for Young, she'd be able to maybe reposition, trying to get interrupted on the arcane. Big charge for Warlock. Got himself the coordinated assaults as well as spearheads to keep himself mobile next to Young, catching him in a quick poly. Arcane surge right after him, and it's gonna be a stun immediately. Blink to follow. Young put himself very, very close to the hunter. He's gonna get interrupted with an ice bug to follow. He's still got a bit of that touch of magic on them, and he's not gonna poke out. He's just gonna let ice block reset us out a little bit. Immediate harpoon of Warlock. But Young will not get interrupted. Big death struck him though. Oh, and a kill shot at the end. Does it, a piercing right through him, into him. Quick man advantage as somebody sees Cobra running out there out in the open. He needs to go for a bit of recovery, a bit of that healing. Man, Succubus catching the hunter immediately. He's trying to give himself a little bit of the pet sack, pulling the pet away. Actually, pet is just running in all directions. Is going to get that Bonza fell. Leaping in with a harpoon, able to close that gap into Mortal Coil. Chaos Bolt loading up. Nothing you could do. Actually, nothing he could do. He played as well as he could. Bit of a rematch between Saya as well as Cobra here. Actually, a proper rematch, as Cobra got everything here. Everything available versus a Paladin. Dampening, 54%. You're not going to be able to heal much. You're going to have to send everything at one another. Bow from one, bow from the other competitor. Both of them at the ready. This is going to come down to which one of those two is going to be able to take their team to victory. It comes down. The pressure is on. The sweat is on. Pressure, sweat, stress, everything. You're feeling all of it right now. Saya immediately with the Crusade, trying to see if he can ramp up the damage, dropping an Infernal as he's backing up out of the Cobra, looking for a bit of a breather away from Saya. Immediate immunity by Saya. Nothing Cobra could do in the situation. I think it just might be lights out. He's pressing wall, popping heals. He's doing everything he can, trying to get a fear into Saya. He's still immune to all the magic damage. Into a quick blind onto Cobra. He's got to get a CC rolling in or something. Succubus catches the Paladin for a moment. He does not have a trinket anymore. No more immunity, so maybe if you lock him down, this way you need to have the most amount of damage. Fear to follow. Locking down Saya. Yet another bolt. May just do it. Holy! Oh, he does do it. It does bring it back. I honestly thought it was lights out for Cobra when Saya walked up over to the other side, over to that side of the arena. Locked him down in that room. I thought it was it. It's over. He pressed wall. I thought he has nothing. Dampening is so high. He tried to heal. He barely got up. I thought it's over. It is done.